tend to have contact
with your spine.
with the spine, yeah, because the under rib how do you say cartílago?
I think it's cartilage too. Let me check. Let me open the dictionary. I'm almost sure it's cartilage.
Yeah, unaided.
No.
The under is unaided with cartilage.
Not unaided, joint.
Joined with
And
cartilage.
actually the name of that connection is called joint with T.
Okay, the under ribs join with cartilage and the on ribs.
I don't understand. No. The under ribs.
Yeah. United? No.
Pronunciation? United.
United? No.
But United, like just United States?
No. Unidos?
United. Well, united is a description. The verb is unite.
Unite, yeah.
Or join.
The under ribs join with cartilage.
Oh, okay. Wow. So it hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's interesting because Don broke.
Only no, didn't break.
Didn't break.
Didn't break.
Only move it.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And then you went to the doctor instantly.
Yeah, chiropractic.
Chiropractic.
Chiropractic. And she adjusted me. And that's it. It's only sensation that arrive.
Exactly. Dude, that's super crazy, man. Super crazy. Oh my god, dude. And how do you feel in this moment?
Yeah. In this moment, don't have
person verb complement.
I don't have pain.
Okay.
But only few moments in the day pain. I pain, yeah.
Hurts. It hurts.
Hurts.
That's amazing, man. Wow. Take care because that's difficult. And people are aggressive in the subway, you know?
Yeah.
People are it's a difficult thing. If you take the subway in office work schedule, people are aggressive.
Yeah, I hate the subway.
I imagine, man. But don't worry, you know, in other places they don't have subway, and it's very difficult to transport. So it's a wonderful thing in Mexico City, to be honest. Yes, it's horrible, but it's wonderful. Like, for example, George is not from Mexico City. Have you visited the Mexico City's subway?
Oh, no, teacher.
Never? It's I was curious.
Really? I'm scared with the subway.
Yeah, that's a common thing in the exterior of the country.
Yeah, and I tell my son, don't get the subway. Yes.
The thing, it's that's tricky because there are very negative stories about the
Yeah,
Mexican subway, you know, but it's so good. It's really good. Imagine, man, I don't know how big is your city, but imagine a distance of 50, 60 minutes, 1 hour, right? On the subway, you can cut this distance by 30 minutes.
Yes,
Percent time.
it's a very good service, but it's too much people.
Oh yeah.
And different people, dangerous people, good people, and for
Look at what happened to Caesar.
The dangerous people is the problem.
Exactly.
And the stranger people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Strange, not stranger.
Right.
Strange. That's a problem. That's a problem. The different people that exist. I imagine that's no problem. Just take care. Take care. In Mexico City, you need to take care.
Yes, it's a good because it's faster than any car.
Super.
Yeah,
fast.
Yeah, it's a good service, but it's dangerous.
Well, one thing's and another, no?
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, just take care. You don't have to suffer that in your city, fortunately. No, so you are very, very lucky, man. Very lucky. Well, my people, did you finish your exercise? Let me see. I want to check. No, it's not finished. I'm watching your homework. Okay, one finished. Okay, we were doing this exercise yesterday, and we were detecting the complex noun, right? This topic has been very interesting to me because it changes your perspective on the language. You can really identify if a language is difficult or not. Or English is very difficult if you see independent words, yeah. But when you group the words, like you take them in groups, everything is much more easier than before. So in the next level, when we finish this course, we are going to start a process of English recognition by groups of words. For example, like a complex noun, that is a group of different words. So this is your first, let's say, the first analysis for intermediate and upper intermediate. You know what I mean? Like this is your first upper intermediate practice. Understanding what is a complex noun, how do you use it, etc. You know, it's pretty interesting. I want to know if you understand. Do you have any question? Do you have any comment about it? Give me something.
No, teacher.
No questions at all?
No.
All right. So that's gonna be the thing. Okay. So let's do the next part. Okay. In this moment, we are going to do the next part, and we are going to recognize more complex nouns. All right. Today, we are going to watch a new video. This is super interesting because we are going to change the topic a little bit. Let's learn about huevos rancheros. Oh yeah. Question: what's your favorite breakfast? Tell me, Michael. Good afternoon, brother. No, good evening. Sorry.
Good evening. My favorite breakfast is chilaquiles with chicken.
With what? With chicken?
With chicken.
Okay. Why chilaquiles with chicken? Mexican city style, no? With a
Yeah.
with a loaf.
Yeah, because outside the Mexico City is totopos with sauce, no?
Exactly. Which is how, that's a very good question. How would you describe totopos? If an American person tells you, what is a totopo? How would you describe it?
Totopos. Is a tortilla frying? Frying tortilla?
Kinda. Is the tortilla frying? Like, is the tortilla doing the action?
No, this case is frying tortilla.
It's in past. Fried tortilla.
A fried tortilla?
Exactly. A fried tortilla. So it's fried tortilla. Green what?
Aso, no?
Pronunciation.
So?
Kinda. Let me give you. How do you pronounce this?
Sauce. No. Is sauce? No.
Oh.
Sauce.
Oh.
Sauce? Sauce?
Sauce, exactly.
Sauce.
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 Green sauce. This is sauce.
Green
Guys.
sauce.
Mexican sauce. There we go. This is a Mexican sauce. So, describe chilaquiles for our American audience. What is a chilaquil?
Chilaquiles is
Verb is plural. Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles are tortilla. Well, tortilla. I don't know how to describe tortilla. Yeah, tortilla with salt.
But it's not a tortilla like this. It's not a taco.
No.
You said the preparation. What's the preparation?
A slide. You have to slide of tortilla.
Okay, very good.
And then you fry a tortilla.
Exactly.
And then you green sauce.
Exactly.
Or green sauce.
A green sauce. This is chilaquiles in English. Very good. Very, very good. So it's not easy to speak about your Mexican food in English, you see, because for our culture, this is normal, no? We understand what are chilaquiles, but what happens if you find an American person and you want to invite them to have chilaquiles? Then this is okay. I need an explanation. I need a form of explanation. No. Very good, Michael. That was very interesting. Now, Mexico has many different types of breakfast, no? For example, Raul, what's your favorite breakfast?
The same, teacher, chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles too, super Mexico.
Yes. Two different. I like 2 eggs.
You like to what?
Eggs.
You like 2 eggs. Oh, vocabulary. Where do you like the eggs?
Top.
Top is a place. What is the connector for surface?
Over.
Over, kinda similar to over. For surface.
Inside. No.
No, because inside is three-dimensional, right? You don't put the eggs inside. Where are they? Where are they? Anybody help? What is a connector for surface?
On.
Exactly. So where do you like your eggs?
I like 2x on chilaquiles.
On chilaquiles, but on what part of the chilaquiles?
On top?
On top. Exactly. Look at this. If you watch like this, chilaquiles with eggs on top. This is what love. You see? That's the reason when you go to Nutriza, there are different things called toppings.
Okay.
You know, because topping is that it has over, on. Obviously, yes, cereal, but in this case, eggs on top. You see?
Yes, teacher.
Nice, very good. So yeah, some people like chilaquiles with egg, others with chicken. Well, what about cecina? Oof, that's a great combination, you know. Now, what about Jorge? What do you have for breakfast in the north?
Here, teacher, I like machaca with beans. You know machaca?
Brother, that's my favorite breakfast.
Yes.
A burrito, machaca burrito.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
With
Very
vegetables.
good. Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. It's a good breakfast.
That's a very, very good
Yes.
breakfast. Caesar says in the chat that he has never eaten machaca. How can you describe what is machaca for us?
Okay. It's a, I don't know if it's a meat or a beef, teacher.
Yeah, there is something called there is a specific name for this. It's dry beef.
Beef.
Dry beef.
Dry beef?
Yeah, no? No?
Dry beef. Okay.
Yeah, because when you prepare, you need dry beef, no?
Yes. Here we call cecina.
Oh, machaca with cecina, really?
Yes, that dry beef we call cecina.
Okay.
It's a meal. Excuse me. It's a meat. A dry meat. It's a dry beef with salt, and after that, this meat is blended. It's blended a little. Yeah. After that, this is cooked with oil and prepared with beans, etc.
Exactly. You don't cook it with red sauce?
Not cooked, but when you are eating, you can put it sauce, different sauce. Yeah.
Similar to Raul on top.
Yeah.
No, because it's the meat, and then
Like a
you put the
dip.
sauce.
Like a dip, more or less.
Like a what?
Dip.
Like a dip, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's very, very good. And do you put eggs in it?
Yes, some people like with eggs. So much people like only with beans.
Only with beans. Interesting. Okay. So some
Yeah.
people eat it only with beans, and other people with egg.
Yeah,
like this.
with vegetables. Yeah,
Vegetables. That's super interesting. That's a very different breakfast than in the center of the city.
different breakfast.
super
Yeah,
different.
yeah. It's
Look
a very
what-
good. It's a very good platillo, teacher.
Dish.
It's a very good dish. It's a regional dish.
Yep.
Sinaloa and Sonora.
Yes. Oh yeah. That place have very good food.
Yes,
Very, very good
that's
food.
for breakfast and for lunch and for dinner. We have
Oh yeah.
too much
Mhm.
dishes.
Very different. So this is definitely a recommendation, guys. I promise it's better than it looks because it
Yes.
doesn't look very nice
Yes, mainly with seafood.
with seafood. Oh wow, this is super Sinaloa. This is definitely super Sinaloa. Yes.
When you want, come here. I'm here for you, and
Thank
tell
you.
me, and I can and go with you different places, right?
Oh yes. I have never visited. I
Okay.
hope. I really hope so.
You can come, teacher.
Mhm. Very nice, very nice. Well, this is culturally, this is a very interesting topic for an American person, guys, because look at what happens if I Google American breakfast. Look at this, eh? A classic American breakfast is only eggs and bacon, and sometimes it's even something similar to cake.
Mhm.
Because it's hot cakes, eggs, bacon, like very caloric with a sausage, not a lot of protein, is very fatty.
Sometimes
Fatty.
with potatoes.
Sometimes with potatoes, with what's the name?
Waffles.
Mhm. Can you repeat, Caesar? Ols?
Waffles.
Ols. What is ols?
Waffles.
Waffles. Yeah, waffles, hot cakes. When it's like technically, we are talking about bread and coffee, no? Look at this. Strawberry with bread. But there is no meat in it.
Mhm.
American people think that beans for breakfast is strange. American people think that beans for breakfast is super strange. Because of course you are not going to collocate beans.
I
Yeah.
think the IHOP restaurant is most famous because the breakfast is American breakfast.
Yeah, and it's
IHOP.
24/7 breakfast. You can have breakfast at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's crazy, no?
Yeah, very crazy. And the combination.
And the combination. You will never eat beans in an IHOP. Never. You know,
Never.
with tortillas, you know, that's definitely not the thing. And that's precisely the reason we speak about the breakfast today is because talking about food has a very interesting language lesson, a very interesting language difference from Spanish to English. You know, we are going to learn some verbs in past participle, such as the following. These are verbs of preparation for food. These verbs are in past participle form. Super interesting that when we're talking about preparation of food, we never use the verb in present. You need to super dominate the verb in past participle. Okay? Verbs of preparation of food. past participle. Number 1, fried. Present, fried. Past participle, fried. What are the fried eggs? These are fried eggs. Okay. Then we have number 2, scramble. And in past, scrambled. These are scrambled eggs. Scrambled versus
Teacher,
fried.
the original verb, scramble or scramble.
With them, sorry. Yeah, with them. Scramble, scrambled. Right? There is another name for this. You know that in Spanish we call them the star or something, you know? In English, it's not a star. In English, it's a sun. Sun side X. Sunny side, sorry. Sunny side. This is the name. See? In Spanish, it's a star, but in English, it's a sun. You see? Scrambled. The word poach. Poach in present and poached in past. We are talking about a special preparation of eggs with water. This is made with water. And the last one, the classic divorce, which is a verb in present. We call them divorced in past. And they are divorced because they have 2 different sauces. That's adorable. So all these different vocabulary gives you an example of verbs that need to be, or you need to dominate verbs in past participle. Super necessary. Raise a hand who has problems with past participle verbs. Who has problems with past participle verbs? Okay. So this is going to be your first mission, my people. Okay. Study your verbs.
I don't understand poach, teacher.
You don't understand poach. Very good. The word poach, well, I don't know what's the definition of poach as a verb. Poach as a verb is to cook food in liquid. No, yeah, it's only a preparation. Similar to fry. The difference is that it's water or it's in liquid.
Okay.
Wine, for example. You see? So yeah, and this is a very, very interesting picture. You should take notes about this. Boil, hot water, potatoes, you boil them. Fry, like eggs, chips, etc. Stir fry, like Chinese food, you know, chow mein on a wok. Grill, like a delicious beef, you know. Roast, like chicken. Griddle, bake, like pancakes and muffins. Stew, you make a soup. When you make a pozole, you stew the pozole, you don't cook the pozole. Okay. Casserole. Casserole is for punch and for hot punch. Deep fry, like potato chips. This is punch. Flam, steam, barbecue, and carve. Super, super interesting vocabulary. Please take a note, eh? Take your notes, take your notes. Any question in this moment?
No, teacher.
Perfect. So this vocabulary, we are going to use this vocabulary in a moment, okay? So please copy it, get it with you because it's super important for the next lesson. Right now, let's pass to the video. Okay, everybody, attention.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious huevos rancheros. So in case you guys want to learn how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need corn tortillas, eggs, oil, your choice of beans, 4 Roma tomatoes, 1 to 2 jalapenos, a half of a white onion, a handful of cilantro leaves, 2 bay leaves, 4 ounces of tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, and a 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. So these are our ingredients. Now let's get started. First we're going to start by cutting our vegetables, and our tomato we're going to cut it in fourths. And for our onion, we're going to cut it into strips. And then slice them in half. I'm going to use only 1 chile jalapeno because I am going to give it to the kids, so I don't want it to be very spicy. But if you want yours to be spicy, add more jalapenos. And I'm just going to slice it in half and cut them in strips as well. And you can remove the seeds and all this. So just slice them in half. Just like that. Okay? So once we have our vegetables all nicely cut, we are ready to fry them. Alright, so in a frying pan, I'm going to set it on medium-high heat. I'm going to add about 5 tablespoons of oil. And once our oil is hot, we're going to start to fry our vegetables. Alright, so once our oil is hot, we're going to start by frying our onion and jalapeno. And we're going to fry them for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, your onions should be translucent. So now we're going to add our tomatoes. And with our tomatoes, we're going to add our garlic clove, or our garlic salt, our cumin, oregano. We're just going to cook that for 2 minutes. Alright, so after 2 minutes, this is what our tomatoes look like. So now we're going to add our tomato sauce. Mix it. And we're going to add our cilantro and our 2 bay leaves. So now we're going to reduce the heat to the lowest setting. Okay. We're going to cover it and let it simmer for 5 minutes. And after that, we're going to try it for salt. And then after that, our salsa is ready. All right, so after 5 minutes, our salsa should be done. So now just try it for salt. Just going to add a little bit. And then remove your bay leaves. Okay, so now we are ready to work on our beans. Okay, so I'm going to use the same pan where I made my salsa, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oil. So once that heats up, I'm going to add my beans, and I'm using about 3 cups of pinto beans. All right, so once our oil is hot, we're going to add our beans. And we're going to smash them. My beans are hot because I made them this morning, so they're still hot, so I'm just going to smash them. And if you got canned beans, then you can use it as well. Use whatever you have. All right, so once our beans are done, we are ready to work on our tortillas and eggs. Now to fry your tortillas, I'm going to use a medium frying pan. I'm going to set it on medium-high heat. And I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of oil. So once that gets hot, we're going to throw in our tortilla and make it a tostada. All right, so once our oil is hot, we're going to add a tortilla and we're going to fry it. So once it turns hard and a beautiful golden color, we're going to remove it and drain the oil on a kitchen towel. And just make sure that you press it down. Now if you want to use more oil, then feel free to add more oil. And then just repeat the process until you have reached the desired amount of tostadas that you're going to make. Alright, so after we're done making our tostadas, we're going to turn up our stove where we were cooking our oil. And meanwhile, our oil cools down a little bit, we're going to spread our beans on our tostadas. We're going to be making our eggs on the same oil. Alright, so we're just going to add some beans. And just add the amount that you want to add. Okay. Okay, as soon as we fry our egg, we're going to throw it on top of our beans. Alright guys, so after 5 minutes, my oil has been sitting out. I'm going to start frying my eggs. I'm not going to turn it on just because the oil is still pretty hot. So I'm just going to crack my egg and throw it in. So I'm just going to turn it on low setting and cook my egg for about 3 minutes. Or depending on how you like your eggs, depends on how long you're gonna cook them. And I'm just going to add a little bit of oil on top of my egg white. Alright, so after 3 minutes, your egg should be fully cooked. And you should be able to see like the egg whites. If you feel it, it's gonna feel pretty firm. So they're ready. So now we're going to top it on top of our tostada. And now we're just going to repeat the process until we have reached the desired amount of tostadas that we're making. Alright, so once we have our egg ready, we are ready to top it with our salsa. Now you can add salt to your egg, but I'm not going to just because I don't want it to be super salty. And I'm just going to serve it with queso fresco. And if you have avocado, it will go perfect with that too. So we're just going to add our salsa. And just add as much as you like. And some queso fresco. So just use whatever you have in your fridge. And now we are ready to enjoy our huevo rancheros. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part.
And you are ready to enjoy
The best part.
the best part. The best part, and I interrupt the video. Come on. That's eating the delicious huevos rancheros. What comments do you have about her preparation?
For me, no is
Spanglish. For me,
Okay.
what?
For me,
Uh-huh.
this is not
Ah.
the real recipe for huevos
Yes,
rancheros.
exactly. How do you make huevos rancheros?
First, boil tomatoes,
Tomatoes.
then introduce it in, how do you say licuadora?
That machine. That machine is a.
Licuadora.
Nah, what are you talking about? Jesus Christ.
Oh, blender, yeah.
It's a blender.
Introduce it in blender,
Exactly. Blender is countable. Introduce it in a.
blender with some water, salt, paper, no, pepper,
Pepper, exactly. Peppers. Jalapeños, no?
yeah, no, yeah, jalapeno or morita,
Or morita pepper.
morita pepper,
Exactly.
and scratches.
Scratches.
No. With the activity for blender.
Precisely. If I am a teacher, it's because I teach.
Okay.
This is a blender. What is the activity for the blender?
Blendering.
No, again, look at the association. Teacher, teach. Blender.
Blender. No.
You're close. Teacher, teach.
Yeah. Blend.
Driver, drive. Exactly. Blender, blend.
Blend. Yeah, blend and make a sauce.
Exactly. So that was interesting because she didn't blend the tomatoes. She cooked them.
Yeah, and she used a cup for those tomato. How do you say prefabricado?
Prefabricated, but this is difficult. What is the
Prefabricated sauces?
No, she made the sauce.
No, she mixed it with a cup or sauce tomato when he cooked tomatoes.
Okay, yes. She used a tomato sauce, a packed. You can call it like this. Packed. Packed tomato. It was so interesting because she did the sauce and then she added extra sauce in the sauce. The combination of sauces. That was super strange. Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Is the most different.
Exactly. Look, pre-packed, brother.
Pre-baked.
No, baked, no. Packed.
Packed. Pre-packed.
Repacked.
Food into packages before being sent to the shops.
Oh, pre-packed sauce. Tomato sauce.
Okay, this is a very, very important vocabulary. So yeah, precisely. That was super interesting. That was super strange too. super strange to use this secondary sauce with the original sauce, but hey, why not, no?
Yeah.
Why not? Exactly. Okay, what about who else? What can Janice? Janice, what is your opinion on her preparation?
I don't know, teacher. I don't know. I don't know. Good.
So you don't cook?
Yes, I don't know cook.
Who cooks in your house?
I know it.
Yes, of course. Obvious. No, of course. And you know to eat. Do you think this is delicious?
Yes.
Looks nice.
Yes.
Who cooks in your house?
Um, I don't cook. I pay for food.
Delegation. Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Exactly. So Raul doesn't cook neither.
No.
No. That's good. That's good. It's delegation, right, guys?
Yes.
That's good. That's good, guys. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about this thing. Culturally, is very different, and these specific videos or these American people trying to cook Mexican food opens the conversation too much. Everybody disagrees on the preparation methodology because it's different, you know. And even for example, Jorge was speaking about machaca. I eat machaca, but this is not the machaca that I eat. It was a very different dish, you know. I always put machaca or eat it with egg, always. But I learned today that it's not normal. No, that was a surprise to me. That is the point of the video, to open the conversation to this, right? I have a question, for example, for Robert. What do you know about cooking? Do you make food? Do you agree with the preparation? What about that?
I like to see some videos in Instagram or YouTube about the way to cook some meals, and sometimes I try, but I'm frustrated because don't see my meals or the food don't see that than the video, or don't look
like
don't look like the video.
That's also very, very common. You follow the instructions, and then surprise, it's not the same.
It's a disaster, but I think that it's normal because these people practice every day, or I don't know, no? And I only, when I have some time or some free time, I try to cook anything.
Have you ever tried huevos rancheros at home?
No, if I honestly, I don't know if this recipe is correct or not, because I don't taste huevos rancheros. I seen them in the. I haven't
tasted.
I haven't tasted huevos rancheros. I seen in the menu, or but I don't taste.
Oh, come on, that's super important. Well, to be honest, I don't know the recipe either, but it looks normal to me. I don't know about.
I don't know. And she is American, or
that's an interesting thing. I think she looks like Mexican American.
Yeah.
Because she has this pronunciation that is very Mexican.
And I have another question. She said salsa, and what is the difference salsa versus sauce?
What a great question. Very good that you opened this conversation because many of the ingredients were in Spanish. Did you notice? She said queso fresco, salsa, and she said oregano.
No, oregano, I don't listen, but the other ingredients, no. Ingredients? Ingredients, I listen queso fresco, salsa, and that's it.
That's it. That's a very interesting view. Let's say that, of course, English is a combination of cultures, especially the United States is a combination of cultures. There are Mexican people, there are Indian people, Italian people, and many different types.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a very close connection with them because of the border, you know. 70% of the territory of Mexico has a territory with America. So people make combinations of language. This is very interesting because if you go to England, British English, never say queso fresco, obviously, because it's very, 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 very far from Mexico. You know, in British English, probably people will say paella, or, you know, like Spanish, Spain from Spanish. So that's the difference between here. If a person in the United States or an American person uses Mexican vocabulary or Spanish vocabulary, is because of the connection with the culture.
Okay.
A very good example of this is if I look for this. What happens if I Google coriander? What is this, guys?
Coriander?
What does it look like? It looks like cilantro. You see? Oh, surprise. I didn't search cilantro. No. This is cilantro. But look at the object. Coriander. So what is the difference? The culture. Cilantro, many American people say cilantro because they are familiar with tacos and they know that tacos need cilantro. But if you go to England, to the British island, they don't know what is cilantro. Here is not cilantro, here is coriander because of the cultural difference. So interesting, no? Like the combination of things, etc. Vocabulary is super interesting when we talk about examples. Very good, Robert. Thank you very much. Robert, actually, he opens the conversation that I need to talk to you guys. What vocabulary did you understand? Did you understand some vocabulary in English? Michael.
No. I don't remember slide.
Slice. Good.
Turn into.
Turn into. Very good.
I don't remember other.
Can you give me an example with the slice?
The tomatoes turn into the slides.
Okay, watch out. Slice is a verb.
Yeah. She put tomatoes on a slicer.
Excellent. Eliminate on. When you talk about transition, what connector?
Slide?
When you talk about transition, you use the connector into.
Ah, okay.
Ah. Connector for transition into.
Ah, okay.
Again.
She cuts tomatoes into slides.
Perfect. Only one slice?
Sliders.
Pronunciation.
Many sliders.
Slide is different. If you see
Slides.
slide.
Slides.
No, check this out. This is a slide.
Ah, okay, okay.
Right? Slice with C.
Slice.
This is the slice.
Slices. Slices.
Slices. Very good. Repetition.
She cuts tomatoes into slices.
Very good. She cut tomatoes into slices. Excellent. Another person. Another vocabulary that you have? Anyone? You can do this, guys. One example.
Fryer tortilla.
Excellent. Can you give me an example?
She said that you needed 1 cup of oil.
Exactly.
Then, oh my God. Then collocated.
Located in past.
Yes, because she said. In Skylet.
Skylet? What is Skylet?
Skylet, tool for cooking.
Tool for cooking.
Or fryer. Yeah. Sartén.
Oh, vocabulary, brother. We saw it in this month, eh? This is this month. Pan.
Pan, okay.
A pan,
Collocated the oil in pan.
But you don't collocate oil. No, wait. The word collocate is not similar to Spanish.
Okay.
You can say put in.
Put in.
Put in.
Put in pan.
Yes.
Then the oil be very hot.
Okay.
Put in tortilla.
Let's super organize that information. Person, verb, complement. Who puts what into what?
Okay.
To organize the idea.
You put in.
Put in. Incomplete. Put what?
Okay. You have a pan.
Oh yeah. No, my question is put what?
Oil.
Put oil, no? Put oil where?
In pan.
Exactly. Connector for inside, similar to in.
Behind, under, no. Into.
Pronunciation.
Inter.
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 Good idea. You put.
Okay, you put oil into pan.
How many pans? Pans is countable.
A pan.
Correct. Complete.
You put oil into a pan.
Excellent.
Then
Mhm,
you put
mhm.
put tortilla into oil.
Exactly. What tortilla? What oil?
Tortilla
Exactly. Where?
into the oil.
Oh, excellent corrections. These are very good. And then you?
When the oil be very hot.
Excellent. Fantastic job. Fantastic job, man. Very, very good. Very, very good, my people. Well, in this moment, let's pass to the next section because we are going to check the vocabulary of the video. Of course, for the vocabulary, we will need our special soundboard. So everybody open microphone and let's practice our soundboard. Everybody, let's go. E.
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 A.
Ear.
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 E.
E.
A.
A.
Yeah.
Air.
U.
U.
Ur.
Ur.
O.
O.
A.
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 I.
I.
R.
R.
Au. O.
O.
Oi.
Oi.
Or.
Or.
O.
U.
E.
Yeah.
Ra.
Ra.
Pa.
Pa. Pa.
Ba.
Ba. B. Z. Ta.
Da.
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 Cha.
Ge.
Ye.
S.
Z.
Sh.
J. Ka.
Ga.
Ga.
M.
M.
M. Ang.
Ang.
Ra.
Ra.
L.
L.
And the schwa sound.
Ah.
Perfect. So let me give you the first spoiler, vocabulary number 1, because Jessica is in the class. So please, Jessie, my class is your class. Hello, good evening.
Good,
Hello.
good day to everyone.
Thank you.
I am going to say assistant, please.
Mhm.
Janet Rodriguez
Present.
is here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Janet. Thank you.
Hi.
Luis Ocampo.
Luis Ocampo, no.
Michael Villaseñor.
Here.
Hi, Michael. Thank you. Raúl Meraz.
I'm here.
Thank you, Raúl. Roberto Teosol.
Present.
Thank you, Roberto. Jorge Ontiveros.
Present.
Thank you, Jorge. César Mora.
Here.
Thank you, Jorge. And Xochitl Vázquez is here, ¿verdad?
Yeah, exactly. So just here.
Thank you.
Perfect. See you
Good
later.
day to everyone.
Oh, it's Michael also. Michael
Thank
is here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes,
Excellent.
thank you.
Thanks to you. See you later. All right, so let's begin with vocabulary, guys. Help me pronunciation. Jorge, what is the pronunciation?
Recipe.
Very good. What is the definition of a recipe?
A set of instructions for cooking or preparing a particular food.
Example?
Example, the recipe for cooking huevos rancheros.
Exactly. Very good. Excellent. Recipe. Easy description. Remember the pronunciation. Let's go to the next. Robert.
Have.
Excellent.
Half.
A half of.
Exactly.
Okay. A half of number.
How do you say that?
Medio? No.
Oh,
Half?
no.
Half
Exactly.
or 50%.
Exactly. Half of 50%. Now that we are checking quantifiers, etc. Actually, let me search this half. Let me change that. That's vocabulary because 50%. Okay, this is a quantifier. Similar to a lot of, do you remember? A few, many, any, etc.
Mhm.
Well, this is also another quantifier.
Okay.
Give me an example. Robert, can you eat a half of a pizza?
Yes, I can eat a half pizza.
Incomplete. And the connector?
Yes, I can eat many. The connector. Okay. You say the connector?
The connector. It's right there, eh?
A half of
Exactly. A half of what?
pizza.
Pizza is countable. What's necessary for a countable noun?
Sorry.
Yeah, necessary for a countable noun. What do we need? Come on, man. Well, how do you say countable things?
Quantifier?
Again?
Quantifier?
Kinda, Is a specific quantifier when you are talking about one pizza.
Oof.
Come on, this is that was the previous lesson. What is the beginning of a complex noun?
I know.
What?
One second. Come on.
Similar to one.
Okay. Modifiers, pre-modifiers.
Which one? Yes.
An article?
Exactly. Similar to one. So, can you eat a half of a pizza?
Yes, I can eat a half of a pizza.
Excellent. That's correct. Remember, countable nouns, when it's singular, it's necessary the article.
Mhm.
Right. Very good. Very, very nice. Let's do one last before we go. So help me, Michael.
Handful?
Very good.
Handful.
A handful. A very small number of people or things. The game was dominated by a handful of players.
You see the connectors?
Mhm.
A handful. How many students will no, how many Mexicans are allergic to tortillas?
A handful of people. Oh no, a handful of people.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Is
A few is similar to a handful.
Okay, a handful of Mexican people
Exactly.
is allergic of tortillas.
Plural. People, verb to be,
Are.
again.
Okay, handful of people are allergic of tortillas.
Connector for direction,
Two tortillas.
allergic to, again.
Okay. Handful of Mexican people are allergic to tortillas.
Fantastic. Very, very good, brother. All right, take a note, my people, and you know what? It's time. Let's finish for today. I will see you tomorrow. Excellent class. We continue the vocabulary, okay? Continue the vocabulary tomorrow. In this moment, you're finished.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank
See you
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Have a good
Good
day,
night.
guys. See you
Good
tomorrow.
night. See you.
Night.
Pérez.